Hello guys, this is FS Farm. Today I'll be looking at the BTC USD and I'll be using the Fibo Deviation tool, the Fibo Deviation projection tool in my analysis. So join me through the analysis. Yes, as you can see, this is the daily time frame. Looking at the USD, the BTC USD chart. There is the recent high and the recent low. But before we go on, I would like to point out some levels in the Fibo Deviation projection tool. I call it FDP. Looking at the tool, there are some significant levels, which are the -1 to -1.5 region. This region normally serves as a pullback point after a change of character or a structure shift might have occurred, and it normally pulls back to the 0.618 to 0.786 level before the price continue back to the direction of the trend. As you can see, that region is being illustrated in the sketch. So from there, the price now moves to the region of -2.5 to -2. This region normally signifies the end of the trend. But in some situations, there might be volatility and the price may extend to the -4 to -4.5 region. This region normally signifies that the trend is exhausted. So at this particular region, we are always anticipating for a trend reversal. That is all about the Fibo Deviation tools. So you can use these figures and these numbers, these levels, to edit your own Fibonacci deviation projection. So when you are using this tool, these regions are the regions, these levels are the levels you pay much attention to. The -1 to -1.5 region, which serves as a pullback point. The -2 to -2.5 region, which illustrate the end of the trend, or the -4 to -4.5 region, which signifies an extension when there is a volatility in price movement. So let's go back to our charts. The BTC USD, the daily time frame. So the recent high in the daily time frame is 126,000, and the recent low is around 101,000 region. So from our high, we locate and we observe a structure shift there. That is a change of character. As you can see, the liquidity has been nicely drawn. And the bearish candlestick body closes below the price. As you can see, the Fibo deviation projection has been plotted from the body. And from the chart, we can see that the price goes down and tests the -4, -4.5 region. This shows a significant volatility, a price extension. I think that might have happened due to the trade war between Donald Trump and China imposing tariff on their goods. So that is another Fibo deviation projection. Fibonacci to confirm the pullback. You can see the pullback. It tested this 0.16 to 0.705 region, and the price continues in the original direction of the trend. So going down to the -4 and -4.5 region, at this particular region we are expecting a reversal to the opposite side of the trend. From here we look for a structure shift, a change of character. You can see the Fibo deviation projection has been plotted from the body to the lowest low. I mean the recent low in the daily time frame. And the bullish candlestick breaks and close above the high of the previous candlestick, which signifies a change of character to the opposite direction. So the overall trend movement from here will be an upward movement. But before that, we are expecting the price to pull back and test the 0.168 to 0.78 region. This will serve as our reference point in the lower time frame for entry and exit. So let's move to the lower time frame. That's the 4 hours chart. So as you can see, from the 4 hours chart, looking at the FDP being plotted in the daily time frame, then we look for a change of character in the 4 hours time frame, which is the lower time frame, to know the extent of the upward movement of the trend. So as you can see, the bullish candlestick closed above the high of the previous candlestick. That signifies another change of character upward in the lower time frame, that is the 4 hours time frame. So we plot our Fibo deviation projection to from the lower low, from the recent low of the lower of the 4 hours time frame to the body. That has been nicely done. As you can see, the price moved and tested the minus 2.5 to minus 2 region. Which serves as a pullback, because that signifies that the trend has exhausted its momentum and there's likely to be a reversal from there. So we look at the recent high and we wait patiently for a change of character at this region. As you can see, from the recent high, there was a breakage by the third candlestick, which is a bearish candlestick, breaks, tests the recent low and close below it. This signifies a change of character. So we are anticipating for a downward movement. Originally in the lower time frame we should be looking at a downward movement, because the price still needs to test, to pull back to test the 0.708 to 0.618 region in the higher time frame. That's the daily chart. From there we can anticipate our upward movement. So there you go. The FDP has been plotted, and you can see the price tests the minus 2.5 and minus 2 region, which corresponds to the minus 4 to minus 4.5 region of the change of character. So the break of structure, if the Fibo deviation has been plotted, tallies or corresponds with the extension of the Fibo deviation projection. So moving to the 1 hour chart, we look at our recent low that has been marked beautifully, and we see if price will break there or there will be a structure shift upward. As you can see, the Fibo projection has been plotted from the body, and the price gets to that -1 to -1.5 region and pulls back to the -618 and -0.78 region. So from the pullback region, we as well look for the recent high, to look for our break of structure to the opposite direction of the pullback. This gives us the extent the price will be anticipating to move downwards. So guys, with these two, you might not get confused or deceived by price movements. You can see price actually got to that region. That is the that is the 0.018 and 0.708 region. So you can see the pullback from there. From -1 to -1.5 region. Levels of the Fibo deviation projection. So price actually tests, break above that region, that pullback region, but close within the region, and price reversed, pull back to the direction of the Fibo deviation projection. So you can see that then another line is drawn from the recent low, and you plot your Fibo deviation to the body of the break of structure. So you can see the extension, how price has moved to -2.5 and -2 region, which correspond to the extension of the initial break of structure, which is -4 and -4.5. So the price invalidates the upward movement, which still tells us and indicates that the trend is still in the downward movement. So at this region, the -2 and -2.5 stroke -4 and -4.5 region, we are anticipating a reversal. So we draw our recent low and our recent high, and we wait in which direction the price is going to head towards. And as you can see, the price broke below the recent low, which gives us another break of structure, and the Fibo deviation has been beautifully plotted from the body, and price extend down to the -2, -2.5 region, which satisfy the initial daily pullback to to 0.618 and 0.708 region. 786 region. So at this particular region now, all we need to do is to wait for the structure, for the break, for the structure sheet, which is a change of character. In 1 hour's time frame, then in 4 hours time frame, and finally in the daily time frame. So as you can see, in the 1 hour's time frame, and here we move to the 4 hours time frame. As you can see, the price pulled back to the 0.61 region and 0.786 region. And here we look from a break of structure of the previous high of the high of the previous candlestick, and we plot our Fibo deviation to the body, the close of the body of the bullish candlestick. That also serves as an hammer, which signifies a reversal. You can see that's the extension, the level we'll be looking at to make our entries and exit our entry. So guys, from here we move back to the 1 hour time frame, to tighten our stop loss and make an entry there. You can see the horizontal line has been nicely drawn from the recent high, and the third candlestick closed above the recent high, which signifies another change of character to the upside. Then we plot our Fibo deviation tool, which projects to -2 to -2.5. And guys, as you can see, after the third candlestick close above the previous high, it pulls back to test the the 0.61 to 0.705 region. That is the uniqueness of the Fibo deviation tool. Price will always confirm these levels, and these levels is our way of getting sure and making our entry real time at the appropriate time, giving us our risk to reward ratio in an advantage mode. But for me, I always like to make my entry at the level of break of structure from the body. So, like I told you guys, I'll be going to this trade, and my first point of exit will be around -2 to -2.5 region. So guys, I think with what we've done, we can just hope for a winning probability of 75 to 30%. You know, it's the market. You can't actually predict the market, but with this tool, it gives us an accuracy in our analysis. I've been using these tools, and I've been using the Fibo deviation tool, and it has always been giving me a 75% winning rate. So guys, if you want more of this video, please subscribe and turn the likes. Thanks so much for watching this video to the end. Have a good day. Please subscribe and like for more analysis to improve our trading, especially with this tool. Once you master this tool, I can assure you of a 75% winning rate. Thank you so much, guys. Bye.